Oh, what do we start with? I might start with this big, easy one here. The gathering place. Now, I had this signboard that I originally bought from a thrift store, and I better make sure I've got it up the right way, otherwise I'll have to move my hook. So I'll turn it this way for you guys so you can see it up the right way. Now, I offload the paintbrush as much as I can, and then I can go over it. See how I offloaded and then I offloaded again so that I hardly have anything on the brush. I'm going to keep going on to these blackened. Okay, so now we're going over nice and swirly, and it just kind of makes the paintwork, the stencil, a little bit more even in its coverage. Ambassadors are here to help you, and filled in a little bit more. You can do that. And then I'm going to lift it up and we'll extend these little black checks. Okay, so I'll just move this across so we can do this side first. And ta-da, there we have some nice crisp lines there. So the stenciling, the reason we've got nice crisp lines is we have hardly any on the brush. We've wiped off as much as we could there. There we go. And now we have our gorgeous sign, the gathering place. You can see that there. There's our little crows. So we've got 2 crows here. I'll pop that brush in the wet cloth just for time being. Crow. He is very cute. And we are going to make sure he's equal distance around the edges. So we're going to add a lot of that black on the inside. Oh, I could have done lots more, because getting rid of paint off the brush. Okay, we'll take that off. Now we've got our cute little crow outline. And then we'll do white for the eyes, and then this orangey colour. Now the orange that I found in Fusion, it's not really an orange, it's more like a rust brown kind of colour, chestnut mare, but I thought that would work great for the beak. So, getting his beady eyes on. Hopefully I've got this in the right spot. I'm doing it upside down. Just need to turn it around and let me have a little look. In again, and just gently dabbing the whites of his eyes. There we go. Very cute. And now, let's see if I could do this large one here. Might be easier to get to. Demonstrating these brushes today, looks like. Just a bit on the end, but I do want to offload a bit of that. And these ones a little bit more for dabbing, I think, rather than the swirling so much. So we're just going to bring that in from the edges. So great. Okay, so there we go. Might do his eyes again because they look a little light in colour. Let's have a look at our little crow. Very cute. I think it's cute. Let me see. Up the right way. I've got some little flecks of white there that have just flecked off. Where's our word? So this will be from the word stencils that come with the bundle. Put these down to get cleaned off. And we'll use this with black again. And I'm just going, see, straight up and down and just doing a little bit of a swirly motion. I'm just being very careful that my brush doesn't go over the edge. There we go. And now you can see the border that we've created there. Looks like he's got a little sign above his head. So then we could go with that same brush that's got hardly any paint on it. We could go across the edges and just antique the sign a little bit. There, what a cute little crow. Pop that one over here. Got our scarecrow, and now we've got a round. Now my round, I want to say, is about Well, the stencil's 10 inches. It's probably 11 inches, I think. 11 and a half, I think these rounds are properly ready. Now, I will need a bit of painter's tape, or I can use my card stock to just, I want to tape off those little leaf designs, because what I would like to do is add something from our beautiful autumn flowers transfers, and I might put something like this over on the side to replace those little leaves. So you can see how you can use them as a stencil, or you can tape off those stenciled parts and then add a transfer in there just to replace those little designs. See, like that. What else could we put here? We could put one of the wheats. We could even do something like this that's just really thin and would still come up the side, and it would work nicely as well. Coming out like this. So let's leave those for a minute. We'll just quickly go with our black over here. This is a lovely just single stencil, single set stencil that will be good to combine with a whole lot of the other transfers. Just making sure I'm getting over those, making sure they're nice and solid, the colours, and then we'll add some transfers right where those leaves are on the stencil. I'm going to leave those off this time, so you can always just leave, pop them on for your own stenciling purposes. But for this, I'm going to add just some to the side here instead of the stencil. So yeah, let me just pop that down. And then we just pick up the transfer, and the pattern just transfers right onto the board. So this is Fusion Mineral Paint Casement. We've got coal black on here, and then we've got our transfer right there. We've cut this one out, and I think that would look lovely just here, or it could sit in here. What else have we got? There's the wheat as well. That's sort of, this is leaning this way. Let's have a look at the little dandelion. There we go. But you get the idea. You can just do so much with the transfers, just adding a little bit here and there. I may add some more if I look at it the right way up. So thank you so much all for joining me tonight. I'll see you again next week. Maybe we'll do some more fall. Everyone's loving the fall. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you again.